Okay guys, welcome back. I'm going to do my first stitch. It's the exact same as we've done in class, just a regular running stitch. I'm threading my needle. It's a little bit thicker, so take your time because I am using all 6 threads in the embroidery floss. I'm going to hold it here. I'm going to do a single loop knot so that I don't have a lot of bulk at the back of my page. You can see now I'm hoping that I've actually plugged in all my holes. And if you watch where I start here, I'm not going to start at the very start because that's where I know I'm going to start my cloud. So instead, oops, oh my gosh. It's hard doing it with the camera here. So I'm going to just go up and down. And then this one is going to have all the spaces. Again, pull that thread. Sometimes you get hooked on your corners, so make sure when you're doing it that you don't pull too hard because you're just going to lose it. I'm going to go back through. And I can do a couple more. Make sure you keep an eye on what's going on in the back. Sometimes I found that when I'm doing it, I get knots and then I lose a lot of my thread. So now I can take my time and pull. Again, look how close I am to the end here. Keep an eye on that as well. Go back. So this is one of those things that if you go and buy several canvases, you can do lots of items because you've bought your embroidery floss, and at the end of the day, the canvas, I'm gonna try turning this towards me a bit more. Keep going. And then I'm actually going to stop here because all of you know this stitch. This is just a really basic way to do some embroidery. You can also go back though after if you wanted this to be thicker. So now right beside that previous stitch, I like to run my needle across the bottom because I can see where I'm coming up. I don't know if you guys can see that. And I keep my finger nice and close nearby. You can also look on the other side. Go back. And maybe I actually want to do a double width stitch, and you can just see aesthetically how that's going to change the way it looks. I'm going to come back here. Again, a lot of what I've learned over the last couple of weeks is just by playing around. Again, buy one canvas and use it as your practice board. When you like a stitch, go back onto your real project and keep going. So I'm just going to stop here. I'm not actually going to cut my thread. I can just pin it off to the side and come back to it. I just want to keep going so I can show you how.